What's going on, good people? I got an honest question for the Errol Spence fans, man. I just want them to drop some comments, and I want to know something, man. Been thinking about this last night. Can you please? I would like to know, what is it that leads you to believe that Errol Spence has the better skill set than Terrence Crawford? And what in his skill set leads you to believe that he will defeat Terrence Crawford on the 29th of July? Not saying he don't have skills, but what is it in his skill set that you believe will negate what Terrence Crawford has for him? Just an honest question. And I know some of them I already know what some of the comments gonna say. His relentless body attack. That's all. I'm trying to figure out what else they could say, because that's all they're gonna resort to, relentless body attack, which is understandable. And then if they can't say that, they're gonna get into collecting his eye. Errol's gonna collect his eye. Errol's gonna collect Bud's eye. Bud's gonna get his eye busted. Okay, but how is Bud gonna get his eye busted? What leads you to believe that Bud will get his eye busted? Why do you think Errol's going to be able to just beat his body up for the duration of the fight? In order for you to get your body beat on, don't you have to like stand there and be pretty much like a stationary target? Now, give or take, this is boxing. Bud is going to get hit. That's a fact. There is no fighter in history, I mean, at least I don't think so, that never received a punch in their in their bout. Okay, they get hit with something, jab, a body shot, a hook, check hook, something is going to touch on them. Even the great Floyd Mayweather, he's been rocked and he's been hurt. But what did Floyd do? I know Floyd and Bud is two different people, but when Floyd faced adversity, he adjusted. That's the key, adjustments, man. He faced harder punches than him and always found a way to make them look amateurish, man. It was amazing to watch Floyd Mayweather fight. But Bud is a much more aggressive fighter, more power in both hands, but he also gets hit. We've seen that he his eye was looking a little crazy in the Kell Brook fight. So I think that's what people are saying. They think Terrence Crawford's eyes are going to get smashed, because I saw comments on other channels where dudes were saying, did you see how Bud eye looked against Kell Brook? That's why. Now, against Kell Brook, Bud had to figure a way around that jab of Kell Brook. Now, that's one thing that could be an issue for Terrence Crawford, is the jab, because Errol works off the jab. A lot of his work comes off the jab. He uses the jab to get inside, things like that. And even to set up his body attacks, he used the jab. And sometimes I see Errol, he'll use one of those, he'll use his arm kind of like to pin you where you are and then start hitting at the body. That's not going to work with Terrence Crawford, man. It's not going to work with Terrence Crawford. And y'all keep talking about his age. And another thing they're going to probably say, oh, Bud is 2 years, he's 2 years older than Terrence Crawford. So what? I'm like 2 years older than a whole lot of people. Shit, I'm 5 years older than a lot of people, and I'm more than likely more healthier and more agile and got more power than a lot of dudes probably younger than me. I definitely know I can knock some little niggas out if I had to. George Foreman was knocking dudes out when he was 47 years old. Bud is nowhere near 47 years old. If Floyd came back, Floyd would probably get some dudes out of there and definitely make a lot of welterweights look bad right now at his age. So the age shit, man, I got to stop with that, man. Y'all got to stop with that. Because they got dudes that's in their 60s that's probably in better shape than me. And there's dudes that's in their 20s, I'm in better shape than them. You know what I mean? So y'all got to stop with the age thing. They're not that far apart in age. They're in a few years, give or take. That's it. All right? So they're both in their 30s, bro. 30s ain't old, bro. in boxing is leading towards the end of their prime soon. But they still got a lot of life left in them in the sport, man. At least a little bit, at least good 2-3 years. You know what I mean? If that. But still, what is it that that's the question for the Errol Spence fans. What does Errol Spence have that will negate what Terence Crawford has? Do you think their skill set is equal? I don't. When people say it's a 50-50 fight, I don't think so, bro. I would say this is more of a, I don't know, man. I would say maybe I would say, man, it's not 50-50. I would say this is more of a 60-40 fight, man. 60-40, leaning towards Terence Crawford. I don't think this is a 50-50 fight, man. I got this strong feeling that when they fight, nonetheless, but Errol gonna put it on. He gonna step like he said he gonna do for his hometown and everything. But I don't think it's gonna be enough to beat Terence Crawford, man. I just don't think so. So, judging by what was going on with Bud, Errol in his earlier fights, how he looked against Ugas, he got stunned by Ugas. Y'all want to keep talking about that Gamboa stuff? That was at 135, man. We here at 147 now. Leave that shit alone. Errol getting buzzed about Ugas was just last year. Now, rookie mistake. You're not a rookie. He shouldn't be making those kind of mistakes. He's not a rookie. He's not an amateur anymore. He ain't been an amateur for some time now. So that's an excuse. I never fed into that whole rookie mistake bull crap. He's well past his amateur years. When Ugas punched him the first time, which led to that chain reaction, that has nothing to do with the mouthpiece situation. Go back and watch the fight. The Ugas cracked him with something. I think it was a right. And Errol was doing the stanky leg. You know, like y'all like to say Bud do against, he did against Gamboa. His legs got wobbled against Kavaliauskas. Didn't really see much of it. Kavaliauskas getting, he kind of buzzed Bud. He definitely buzzed him. Definitely did. He stunned him. He definitely stunned him. But what happened to Kavaliauskas, though? So, answer the question without talking about his eye getting collected. Just tell me what it is that Errol has that's going to stop what Bud got to bring to him. Can you tell us this? If you think this is some people don't think it's a 50-50 fight at all. Some people think that this is a clear win for Errol Spence. There's nothing wrong with that. That's his fans. I get it. I think this is a clear win for Bud. But I can tell you how Bud could beat Errol. You got to tell me how Errol could beat Bud. Bud could use his power in both his hands, his feet, his angles, his movement. He might even go in there and out wrestle Errol Spence in the clinch. You never know. But we'll have to find out, man. A lot of people believe if Errol get back with Blu-ray, it's gonna be man down. He can get back with Blu-ray 100 times over. That ain't gonna make a bit of difference, bro. Not gonna make a difference. Errol has his own set of skills that works against certain type of fighters. It didn't even really work against Sean Porter. He couldn't pin Porter down and just start wailing on him. You seen that, right? He wasn't able to get Porter in one spot and just beat on his body. That didn't work. That's Errol's bread and butter. Get you where he wants you at and beat on your body until you submit, until he gets you out of there. It didn't happen with Sean Porter. He couldn't do it. He was trying his best to, don't tell me he was just trying to box Mikey Garcia. He was throwing his whole soul into them punches. And without a doubt, Mikey was feeling them shits. Still couldn't get Mikey out of there. There's no way in hell. But then you look at Ugas. Ugas made the fatal mistake, standing there trying to bang with him. Danny Garcia. He moved a little bit, but Errol couldn't get Danny out of there. The people that Errol get out of there, they don't have much footwork. They're not much of a mover. And I noticed that. Now Terence Crawford could adjust. He'll have a pressure fighter, somebody with power, he'll figure it out. If it's somebody that's a mover, a boxer, he'll figure them out because he can move and box just like them. I've never seen Errol. Have you seen Errol adjust to a boxer? You know what I think it'll probably end up looking like? A lot of that fight, it'll probably look like how Boots looked in there against that dude that he just fought. I don't remember his name. That Russian cat that was moving around a lot. Boots was having problems with him. It's gonna be something like that with this Errol and Terrence fight. The difference is though that Terrence is not gonna seem like he's running away from Errol Spence. It's gonna seem like he's gonna confuse him. He's going to move. He's definitely gonna be moving in there, but he's gonna plant his feet, and when he do, he's gonna start hitting Errol with some things that Errol ain't never felt, or he not gonna see coming. That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna act like he's on his back foot, and he can punch off the back foot too. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting, man, to see how Errol, how great he is if he can figure a way to get around what Bud got. Because I believe Bud can figure out what Errol brings, but can Errol figure out what Bud is gonna do? Can he get around what Bud is bringing? That's the difference in skill set I believe that these two dudes got, man. Not saying Errol can't fight. I'm not saying he didn't have a skill set, but certain skill sets are good for certain fighters. Others aren't. And I think this is a real shit. I think this is a bad matchup for Errol Spence. I think he's tailor-made for Errol. Errol tailor-made for Terrence Crawford, bro. We're gonna find out. But to the Errol Spence fans, tell me how what Errol Spence got is going to defeat what Terrence Crawford got. Drop them comments and let me know that. This is Rebel Life Boxing. Catch y'all later on the next one, and I'm out. Peace.